Stay in time, please. One pulse. Go on. Oh, oh. You're out again. Try it again. Try it again. We make the group a bit stronger. Yeah? You are here. We start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too quick. Stay in pulse. Go on, go on. Go on. We're again together. Thank you very much. Imagine you were the art director, founder, and conductor of a choir school. A school for kids and youngsters in the age 4 till 25, 26-year-old. And you are educating them in reading sheet music, understanding music theory, in vocal techniques, and in choir repertoire. And you have built a surrounding with professional teachers, professional materials, a board, volunteers, and they are singing with most famous, well-known people, instrumentalists, vocalists, conductors of this country. And they are performing with symphonic orchestras, rhythm bands, combos, etc. And they are always performing in a big professional theater. And imagine that they perform simple, unison, children choir music, polyphonic, Renaissance, classical music, romantic music, and contemporary music. They sing the complete Matthew Passion of Johann Sebastian Bach, all the choirs and most of the solos. They sing musical, perform musical, Anatevka, Oliver, opera, Hansel and Gretel, Humperdinck, Mozart, highlights Porgy and Bess. And the aim you have is not only to develop to the musical development, but also with that the human development of the children. And this year, you as an art director are celebrating your 15th anniversary. And from the start, 35% of your children, of your students, are boy students. That's a lot in Holland. And for 2 months, you are celebrating the 23rd student who is 10 years now in this choir school. And in a few moments, I have to say, in a few moments, in a few months, you are celebrating 6 students who are 15 years with you. And 10 of your former students are studying professional music or are professional musicians. And then you have a problem. Last year, there was a stagnation in new students, children in the age 4 till 12 years old. And that means in 2 years, there is no member for your children's choir. And that means there is now at this moment no contribution, no money for what you want to do, for your achievements. Singing has always been my passion. It gives me a lot of strength, mentally, physically, emotionally. And I felt from the start that I needed to pass it on to children, to people. I was 14 years old and I started the children and youth choir linked to the church. And after I was professionally educated, I was conductor of a mixed choirs, opera, chamber music. And 25 years ago, I focused on women choirs, on their vocal techniques and their repertoire. And 15 years ago, I returned to the children and youth. I told you one of the reasons is my passion, singing. Another reason is that the musical development in this country is generally overlooked. Before we are born, the musical building blocks, pulse, tempo, rhythm, etc., they are essential for the creation of a network between the parts of the brain. And after we are born, until far in our puberty, this stays essential. And before we are born, we need these same building blocks of music for our cognitive development. And after we are born, for our cognitive, creative, mentally, social, and creative development. We as human beings, we have music as a basic human need. It's involved in what we do, what we think, what we feel, where we are, etc. 24 hours a day. And still, the musical development is generally overlooked. And the appreciation of singing is on a low, low level. One is governance. National and local governance is not interested in art and culture, not interested in the musical development. Schools are not interested in the musical development. There is no time, there is no money, there is no teacher. Another thing is that we accept the low level of music, the low level of the concert and performances of choirs, of singing in a choir. Look, for instance, to the local choirs. We accept what we see and what we get. Grandma is crying because her son or her granddaughter is singing in a choir, but she's not crying because of the bad singing. That's why I started this choir school. And about 12 years, it went on, and it's okay. And now we have new problems. The crisis is one of them. It influences people's thinking, the money they have to spend, the choices they have to make. And another one is what I call contemporary thinking. This is, you can see it as a general movement in appreciation, in a leveling of appreciation of things. A loss in differentiation, a loss in interest, a loss in what you can say respect for differentiation. And we see it in art and culture, and we see it in our singing in choirs. And it's caused, I think, by the idea that everybody is equal. Nations are equal. Peoples are equal. Cultures are equal. My idea is equal to yours. No one has to be better, maybe better than another one. And this led to the adagium, I'm doing the best I can. You hear it everywhere. And sorry, it's the way we get out of criticism. We get out of trouble. Another point is that it leads to quick satisfaction, to highly celebrated low-level accomplishments. It's my meaning. To a high acceptance of low-level things we see. To quick actions. To short-term thinking. And one of the dearest things that I see is there is a loss in the differentiation between the teacher and the pupil, between the professional and the amateur. Achievements and presentations are no longer a step in the development, the first step, and the next step, and the next step. Most of the achievements and the performances you see are a step in the most glorious and promising career. That's how we see it today. That's what we get. And we in our choir school, we have another idea. We have a belief. Although it is hard to convince parents and children that we have to offer more. More than just reciting texts, more than just reciting melodies or the imitation of an idol. I am convinced children are born with musical skills, very pure, very simple, but they are born with musical skills. They are born with musical need. When you want to know more about it, go to internet, music cognition. I'm sure children are truly open to the experimentation with musical skills, to the challenges, to work together on musical issues, for quality, for self-appreciation. And that's what we want to give. We have to offer them these musical skills. We have to offer them these challenges. We have to offer them a professional surrounding, a professional environment, a safe environment, an environment with self-worth for them. And I'm challenging parents and children to come to our choir school or to go to another choir school, to take that step out of disinterested trend, this disinterested trend I think I see in this time, to go for quality and to choose for what can be the most beautiful passion of your children's life, singing.